We did just over $2.4 million this year with a super simple creative testing strategy. In this video, I will take you step by step on how to set your creative tests up, as well as multiple tips and tricks that will either make or break it. So make sure to stick through the end of the video, as I'm gonna go over how many ads to add in each ad set, how to approach variation testing, and all that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Today we're launching 49 new images, and I wanted to share how I'm going to be structuring and testing these. So I like to have a dedicated ABO campaign for my creative testing. You can see I have my October one here that I'm going to launch these in, even though we're November 3rd. So I'm not always 100% accurate with only having the ones for that month in the campaigns, but generally I like to have a new creative testing campaign each month. And this is so I can just keep track of all the creatives we're testing there and then have like a blended view if I would like it. Cool. So how I'm going to be testing these is very, very simple. We're going to be, for this test, using a lookalike audience stack. I'm going to be running all of these to my website, purchase conversion. All of my budgets here, you can say, are set at 35. What I would recommend you set this as is whatever your kind of target cost per acquisition is. What does that mean? That means if you're trying to get conversions at $20, set this at $20. If you get at least one conversion from this testing from these testing creatives, it's profitable, right? So that's kind of the logic behind it. Let's go to the setup here. So this is going to be a little bit different than what I've been testing before. I also still test a lot of broad and a lot of Advantage Plus. Don't get me wrong, targeting. But this is something I've done in the past. I'm kind of bringing it back. So documenting it also in this Loom, which is going to be testing with cream of the crop lookalike audiences. You can see there's two here that I'm stacking together. I have a 1% lookalike audience based off of purchases in the US. And then I have another 1% lookalike audiences based off of our email list. What's going on, guys? As I was editing this, I realized I totally did not mention how to create these lookalike audiences. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, just go to ecom.live and look up FB lookalike audience tutorial. This is a free tutorial on how to create exactly those two lookalike audiences. Okay, back to the video. So I'm doing that for my targeting here. Obviously, United States. I'm leaving this broad 18 to 65 plus and all genders. So very simple, straightforward. Inside of these static tests, what I'm doing is a single image per each ad, right? So I'm not utilizing the flexible at this very moment. I want to be able to see exactly which of these creatives is getting I want to just be able to see the data, right? And with flexible, we can't do that right now, which sucks. But yeah, I'm setting them up as single images. In each of these, I have one image, and then I have 5 pieces of text here. The 5 pieces of text here are different ones that I've seen work for us in the past. You can obviously stack that how you'd like. I have one headline here. I have one description, and I'm sending people to my product page. So again, very simple setup. I'll go ahead and actually do one here for you guys live so you can see how we set this up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and we'll duplicate this one here, quickly duplicate it. And then this here are the creatives that we're testing today. So we have 23, 39, 46, and 47 that are going to be in this batch. So that's what I'm going to name this ad set. Just going to do this. Remove the copy. So we're doing 23, we're doing 39, we're doing 46, and we're doing 47. And again, all of my settings for the targeting are going to be the same. And we're just going to literally go one by one and add the new image in there. So we got our image that loaded. We'll click on it. Obviously, if you haven't uploaded it yet, you're going to want to hit upload the image. here's something to keep in mind when you're doing images and testing static creatives. The automatic ratio thingy is going to try to get you to go to the 9:16, which as you can see is going to distort our image and make it not good. So we're going to click on original instead. We're going to get this error. We're going to ignore it. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit done. And then everything else stays the same. Again, these are the same 5 pieces of copy, same headline that's going to be for all of these, same description. And then we're going to go ahead and do that for the other 3 creatives that I have in here. All right, now that I have all of them uploaded in here, I want to touch base and talk a little bit about how you should approach grouping these together and how many ads to have in an ad set, etc. So the very first thing I want to touch base on is there's not particularly a limit, in my opinion, for how many you should or shouldn't have. What matters is that it's the same concept, but a different variation of that concept. So for example, you can see this one right here, this grouping that we have from 37, all these here that are underneath this ad set, you'll see they have something in common. They say, love your pet, right? It's a pretty strong hook, love your pet. But you can see the designs are different, where we have other things going on, different pictures going on, love your dog, right? It's being showcased in different ways. And the idea here is to try to utilize like a good piece of copy with different styles to see if you can find a style that will resonate the most with your target demographic, right? You'll notice this. Here's another example. You can see tag someone who needs this, your pet on a custom necklace, limited stock available, order now. This is the same exact copy, right? But a little bit different background here. You see what I'm saying? And then we'll take a look at one more example here. Number 1 gift for her, custom necklace with her pets. You can see again, these are all people wearing it, right? And just different copy that we're trying to use to try to identify what's going to resonate best. So hopefully this gives a good idea on how to group them. Again, I don't have like a limit on how many variations you should create, but I recommend typically 3 variations per concept and 1 concept per ad set. I also recommend to not creative test in multiple countries. I like to creative test in 1 country. You can see here I'm doing the United States. And I do want to state this also, I do often just creative test completely broad. This is just something I'm testing on the side. I would almost recommend that you guys test with broad and Advantage Plus. And then if you have a good amount of data, you can start playing around with lookalikes. Cool. So that's what I have for you guys today. That's how I'm launching these statics, and hopefully you find this beneficial. Take it easy.